is everybody doing today? Welcome to Stevie's Earth-Based Pantry. I like shooting in this pantry. I don't know why. I just love it. Even though it's kind of a messy pantry. I've got my dog food out. Anyway, I am coming on a little late tonight. I was going to come on at 9, but I'm trying to sell a house and we got a phone call. Someone, a potential buyer, and we've been trying to sell this house for years, really. And I had to take it, and then I had to charge my phone and my microphones and all of that. But last time I came on live, I had a problem with my mics. I was coming in and out, and I think I figured out why. I think I solved the problem. Hopefully, if anybody comes on, let me know if I go in and out. Of course, I'll have to say that again when you come on. I think I know what happened though. And so maybe this will help you if it ever happens to you. So I'm going on with my iPhone, and I also regularly use my my headphones. Like I have 2 sets of headphones, one for sleeping, and then I have like my headphones that I just like, exercise and like clean the house with, and I listen to books and all of that stuff. Well, I think while I was going live, my phone kept switching over to those different those different devices, and so that's why the sound was cutting out. I think that's why. I'm pretty sure that's why. Yep. So no one's here yet. Hi. Someone's here. But usually when I say hello, I chase you off. Hello. If you want to hang out, just make a comment so that I know who you are and that you're here and you're gone. You're gone. Yeah. Well, okay, cheers. I'm drinking a little beer. This is my second glass that I just started, and I kind of feel like I'm slurring already. Anyway, I have something pretty exciting. Let me show you. I am making tempeh in my, here, let's switch this over. I'm making tempeh in my dehydrator, and it's a black-eyed pea tempeh. Black-eyed peas are pretty like wet. So they can handle the dehydrator because they create a lot of condensation. And this is, look at this, it's working out. Look at that. Isn't that exciting? I'm making a video of it too. So if you want to catch that in a couple of days, I have so many videos that I've recorded. So like, I just have too many videos that I have to get to editing. But yeah, so this is the first time I ever made tempeh. First time ever. And let me get that. Oh. And I was really worried because a lot of things were going wrong. I'll tell you. I'm going to do a video on it soon, but I mean, I've already recorded part of the video. So the first thing that went wrong was here. This is the tempeh starter. It's called Rhizopus, which is a little interesting. Yeah. But this is mycelium, and it's Rhizopus. It's how you make it. It's the mold. It's the mold for making tempeh. And you cook your beans, and then you inoculate them. In my case, it was black-eyed peas. But the thing is I've had that Rhizopus for about 8 months. So I was really worried that it would be kind of inactive. So I used twice as much. And then my other worry was like the sweet spot for making tempeh is about 87 degrees. But my dehydrator only goes down to 95 degrees, and my Instant Pot, which is like right over here, that goes down to like 100 degrees. So I was really worried about killing it, but you know what? 95 degrees is fine. I was also worried about drying out the tempeh, like drying it out. But because I'm doing black-eyed peas, they're pretty moist to begin with. They create a lot of condensation. And so I actually think the dehydrator might be helping in that case. I don't know. I mean, I'm a newbie. I'm a total newbie when it comes to making tempeh. But it's a new journey for me, and I'm super excited about it, and I'm super excited that it's working. Someone is new here. Don't run away. Don't run away. I won't make you introduce yourself. I want to show you. It's working. It's working. Look at this. I'm so excited. Yeah, so I'm going to have real tempeh. I'm going to be an honest to God tempeh maker. And I'm super excited. So that's made with black-eyed peas, not soybeans. But I'm super excited to try and make it with all kinds of things. Like you can make it with rice and nuts and seeds and like all kinds of things. So yeah, that video will come out. But you're getting a what do you call it? A secret glimpse. What do you call it? Like an insider's glimpse of the progress. So when the video comes up, you're going to be like, oh, I already know how that's going to go. Yeah. So who's here? Okay, we got 2 people now, and I'm kind of running out of things to say. So it would be nice to talk to you. Oh, can you hear me okay? Because last time I went on live, I was having some issues with the sound, and I think I know why. Hi. This is Mike. No one's there. Oh wait, look, someone's here. Say hello. Would you like some wine? No, it's not wine. Yeah, you chased them away. No, like someone keeps coming and going and coming and going and coming and going. And he is actually getting water. He's not peeing in the sink, I promise.
So she says.
Okay, so she says. Okay. He is peeing in the sink. No, that's just a good one. Okay, people are coming and going. I don't know what's up with that. It's so weird. Okay, so last week, I was having some major problems with the microphone. Like, it was coming in and out, in and out. And I think the problem is that my Bluetooth was connected to all my headphones. And it just kept switching back and forth between my other headphones. So if you are ever going live or something and you have some problem and you're on your phone, especially your iPhone, and you have problems like that, that might be the problem. Is that you have your Bluetooth on and it's going in between your different devices. And last week, I was trying to talk about this study that I thought was so interesting. It was out of Illinois. And it was, so, did you know that when you break bread with people and you eat the same thing together, hello, oh my God, hi, how are you doing? So good to see you, the Fisher, so good to see you. I'm so glad you came back. So we're kind of rehashing. So remember how I was having troubles with my mic? I think that the problem was that I had my Bluetooth on and it was going between my different devices. It's good now. Yay. Yeah. So if you ever go do YouTube lives or Instagram lives, think about that. Remember that. If your mic goes in and out, it might be because your Bluetooth is going to different devices. So I have like my iPhone, what are my iPhone headphones called? What are the Beats? Beats. So they were going to my Beats, and they were going to my sleeping headgear, Yeah, so I think that was the problem. Yeah. So I was talking about how I read a study, and you might find this interesting as a young person. So in this study, they found evidence that when people eat the same foods together, that they tend to be more agreeable. So if you go out to your friends, if you go out with your friends and you eat from like the same pizza, Michael, if you eat the same pizza, you are more likely to kind of be agreeable versus if you go to like TGI Fridays and you all order off of a huge menu and you eat different things. And AirPods, yeah. And this, is kind of interesting, because if you really want to, like, I don't know if you're a guy or a gal or whatever, but if you go on a date and you want to kind of want to vibe with them, eat the same thing that they eat. Or if you're negotiating a deal, or I don't know, if you're trying to get something from your parents, eat the food that they serve you. You're a guy, okay. So if you are if you're going out on a date, you might want to go somewhere where you are going to eat the same thing, because you're more likely to be agreeable. I mean, that could be good or that could be bad, because honestly, you also want to know the person. You want to get to know the person, and you actually want to know who they really are. So giving them opportunities to be themselves might be a really good strategy as well. I don't know, it's just a thought. Yeah. So did you see the tempeh that I was making? Are you into that kind of thing? Like, I'm fermenting stuff. Do you know what tempeh is? It's when you take beans, like just beans, and you turn them into like a meat substitute. I mean, it's Indonesian in origin, so it's not really a meat substitute. It's actually an Indonesian food. But I'm making some right now. I'm fermenting this. So that's all mold. It's a mold called rhizopus. I can't, rhizopus. I think it's, the only person I've ever heard pronounce it was British, and they said rhizopus, but I don't know like how an American should pronounce it. But yeah, this is that, and it's working. It's totally working. So I'm super excited about it. Yeah, I've been fermenting it for, we're going on like 30 hours so far. And I'm going to do a video about the whole thing, but you're getting a sneak preview of where it's at, and that it's looking like it's going to be successful. It's my first time ever doing it. And I was really worried that it wasn't going to work, because my rhizopus is old, like it's 8 months old. So I wasn't really sure if it was still going to be alive, because it's a microcosm. I mean, it's not a microcosm, it's just one mold, but it's living. But it was like packed in shrink wrap, and it's been hanging out here. It came from Indonesia, but it's been hanging out here in North Carolina, wrapped in shrink wrap and everything. So I imagine it might last longer than it would if it were in Indonesia. I don't know what I'm thinking about right now. I don't know what I'm saying. I don't know, but it's working. It's active, and so I'm very excited. I was also worried because my dehydrator, which I have it in, only goes down to 95, and like the sweet spot for making tempeh is like between 80 and 90, I guess. But apparently it works at 95, so it's all good. It's all really good. What is my favorite food? Oh, gosh. I mean, it really depends on my mood. Green chili. My husband just yelled out green chili. So we're from New Mexico, and we really love green chili. And we don't live there anymore. But have you ever been to New Mexico? Where are you from? You don't have to give out too much information. I know that I don't want you to be, I want you to be safe, So don't be very specific. But we lived in New Mexico, and in New Mexico, the state question is red or green. Oh, you're from Pennsylvania. Okay. That's awesome. That's awesome. So you know about Quakers? I'm a Quaker. I'm recently a Quaker. But my family was. They were all Quakers going back to the 1700s. But, William Penn and, George Fox and all of that. Do you know all about that? Did you learn about that? You haven't been to many places. Where have you been? What's your favorite place? What's your favorite food? I really want to know what your favorite food is. So my other favorite food, I really love Middle Eastern food. I really love like Greek. I love Middle Eastern flavors. I love all the flavors. Just Mediterranean and like African and Middle Eastern. That's my favorite. Like, it's a huge area. But that's I love all the spices. I love the fresh flavors. I love the flavors that come from areas that are closer to the equator. Let me get either egg rolls, oh yum, or Dave's Hot. Oh wow. Okay. Is that like Nashville chicken? So, I've always wanted to have hot chicken, hot Nashville chicken. And we've gone through Nashville a couple times, but the last time we tried to get some Nashville chicken, hot chicken, was I think it was last year, and we were coming back from New Mexico, and there was just a tornado outbreak. So, yeah, that was a really stressful situation. So I never tried it, and now I'm like vegan. Like at that point, I've been mostly vegetarian, pescatarian, and vegan, but there was like a point in my life where I was like, if I was on a road trip, I needed to try the local food. And oh my God. Well, I am vegan, so I'm not going to eat chicken, but I can dupe it. I can dupe it with tofu. And I know you're like, oh, tofu, but still, I can try. I can dupe it. There's usually dupe recipes online. And yeah, so you could probably dupe it as well, any way you want to do it. Yeah. Do you ever try AI? Do you ever get on like Chat GPT? Because I bet you if you searched for a recipe you probably have access to it where you are anyway. Is it close to, well, don't give any information. You're eating chicken and beef and pig. Who are you? Okay, whatever. What's your name? Let me get my glasses. Oh, my glasses are right here. Okay, so who's eating chicken and beef and pig? So I can't pronounce your name. Benoom? That's fine. I mean, I'm to each their own. Like, I really have concern over factory farming and all of that, but you got to do you. I'm not going to. Yeah, he's trying to trigger me, but the thing is, I know that most people aren't vegan, and that's just how it is, and that's okay. I also realized that people have their own priorities, so I don't expect them to prioritize the things that I prioritize. So I'm not. Yes, I have. I mean, to be honest, my Betty who comes on with me on lives, she's a carnivore. So I mean, I don't think she wants me to say that. I can get along with everybody. That's not an issue. So you can't trigger me, Mister. I can't see your name well enough. Manoom. Yeah. Yeah, and it's fine. It's fine. To each their own. I want to encourage people in a positive way, but I'm not here to shame people. I'm not here to be judgmental. And to be totally honest, when it comes to animal welfare, it's not the vegans or the vegetarians who are doing the most for the animals. It's actually the people who just decide to have a little less meat in their life, because collectively they actually do the most. So, you know, I can't discourage that, and I can't shame that, and I can't judge that. And also, people they have their own things that they're worrying about and their own priorities and their own needs, and I get that. So, yeah, can't trigger me. I'm going to love you no matter what. Not, in a romantic way, but as a human being. Yeah. So, do you think I should try this Dave's Hot Chicken? Should I look it up, dupe it? Would you like to see something like that? Hello. If you are coming on and you are, I can't see who you are. So if you want to introduce yourself, I would absolutely love that. If you want to stay incognito, that's totally cool too. Okay, well, maybe I will dupe it because I really want to know what that tastes like. Yeah. So what's your favorite thing to do? What's my favorite thing? I'm such a homebody. I would literally cook all day. I mean, I just food experiments all day. And hiking, hanging out with my dogs, and um gosh. I mean, I'm such a homebody. I like to thrift a lot. And I should be doing that. I should be doing that on my channel, like doing some thrift hauls, because it's really fun. I am not into what everybody else is into. I don't want to follow the trends that everybody else is doing, because I want to be who I am. I want to be myself. And I really love going to thrift stores because you are not constrained by, what is in style that week. Like when you go to a thrift store, you could just choose what you like. It doesn't matter whether it's in or not. You could choose whatever color you like. You don't have to choose just the Pantone colors, and it's inexpensive. So that also means that you can experiment more. You can play with things a little bit more because it's more affordable. You like to skateboard and mountain bike and surf and stuff. Oh, and I used to do Pokemon Go. I also used to mountain bike. So we lived in the mountains in New Mexico. And one of the reasons why I was a little bit late coming on this live was because we're trying to sell our house that is actually in the mountains in New Mexico. And so we were on a call. But we used to live in a house that backed up against the national forest, and it was like world class mountain biking. It was the best. So if you're a skier and you live next to the ski resort, it's like that. We were mountain bikers and we lived right next to one of the best mountain biking resorts ever. Not a resort though. It's just nature. You know, we lived off grid, and you know, we lived in the mountains, and the trails were amazing, world class trails. They were so good, and like, you know, there were races there and everything, but it was like really, really remote. And it was wonderful. There were mountain lions and bears and coyotes and everything. And I also, everybody's gone. My friend, the fisher, is gone. I'm so sad. Oh well. Okay, well, are you back, the fisher? I was talking about how we used to have a house in New Mexico. Well, we still do. We're trying to sell it. It's up in the mountains, and it backs up against the national forest. Okay. Okay, well, I'm gonna sign off now, but I wanted to come on and say hello to everybody. Hello. People are coming. People are coming and going, and I don't know, understand how this really works. But is the fisher back? Because I've been I wanted to talk about my mountain biking adventures. Okay, I'm going to sign off now. But everybody, I hope you have a wonderful evening, and I've got some videos coming up real soon. One on the tempeh that I'm making, and a couple others. One on the taco. The one that my Taco Tuesday will be out tomorrow. All right. Have a good one. Bye.